DogWorks Radio is sponsored by Alaska Dog Works. Check out their website at alaskadogworks.com.
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by First Paw Coffee Company, specializing in private label premium blend coffee. If you're serious about coffee, you should check it out. First Paw Coffee's passion is high-quality, small-batch roasted coffee. They take the extra time to taste and get everything perfect before they release new blends. They aim to bring you a cup of happiness each time you pour yourself some coffee. Find out more at ak.dog/free and enter for a chance to win some First Paw Coffee prizes, a book from our collection, and tote bag. One winner will be selected at random each month. That's ak.dog/free.
Before we get into today's show about therapy dogs, we are so happy to announce that this is the 11th anniversary of DogWorks Radio. Our podcast started way back on January 27th, 2009 in Denver, Colorado. We started the pod way before many people even knew what a podcast was. Our show was started to answer our dog training clients' questions. Each Saturday morning, we would set up our equipment and host a live show in the lobby of our training center and take questions, have guests, and do interviews. Boy, we had no idea what we were doing. Way back then, we were lucky to have 10 people listen to our show. Now, all these years later, we are downloaded by dog enthusiasts all over the world and are close to 3 million downloads. Imagine that. We are now recognized by our peers in the podcast industry as an influencer, and we often mentor other new podcast hosts on their journey to get started. We want to thank you for your feedback and being here every week. We want to thank you for sticking with us through our growing pains. Saying all of this, when you listen to us on DogWorks Radio, you know you are getting expert advice. My husband, co-founder, and biggest fan, and I have a combined more than 40 years dog training experience. Here's to you and your dogs and the next decade together.
From First Paw Media, sponsored by Alaska Dog Works Professional Canine Training Center in Anchorage, Alaska. This is DogWorks Radio, committed to families and their dogs to build lifelong and fulfilling relationships. Visit our website at dogworksradio.com. Now here are your hosts, Robert and Michele Forto.
Hello, this is Michele Forto, and I am the lead trainer at Alaska Dog Works. Almost every day we get a call asking to certify a therapy dog. Many times folks that are calling do not know the difference between a therapy dog, an emotional support dog, and a service dog. And if you are a rabid fan of this podcast, you know that this topic has been on many of our episodes. Why do we keep bringing it up? Because there is just way too much confusion. There are all types of sources that define what a therapy dog is, and there are several organizations that train dogs to become therapy dogs, including us at Alaska Dog Works through our Dogs Assisting with Grace or DOGS program. Today, we are going to rely on one of the most respected canine organizations in the world, the American Kennel Club, for their definition. Therapy dogs are dogs who go with their owners to volunteer in settings such as schools, hospitals, and nursing homes. From working with a child who is learning to read to visiting a senior in assisted living, therapy dogs and their owners work together as a team to improve the lives of other people. Therapy dogs are not service dogs. Service dogs are dogs who are specially trained to perform specific tasks to help a person who has a disability. An example of a service dog is a dog who guides an owner who is blind, or a dog who assists someone who has a physical disability. Service dogs stay with their person and have special access privileges in public places, such as on planes, restaurants, etc. Therapy dogs who may be earning the American Kennel Club Therapy Dog title do not have the same special access as service dogs, nor do any other therapy dog program trained therapy dogs. It is unethical to attempt to pass off a therapy dog as a service dog for purposes such as flying on a plane or being admitted to a restaurant. Keeping this in mind, let's talk about what we do in our Dogs Assisting with Grace or DOGS program, and just maybe we might be a fit for you, your organization, church, assisted living home, or therapist office. Alaska Dogworks has been training therapy dogs for the past decade. Our first therapy dog was a Neke. Some of you may have read the blog posts or heard us talk about a Neke. He was a natural at getting the kids we would visit in local schools to open up and ask questions. A Neke has since retired and passed away, but it is our hope that his legacy lives on within each and every therapy dog and service dog we train. Recently, we have been asked to assist people in training their dog to become a therapy dog. We quickly let people know that the training involves them just as much as it does their dog. When you have a therapy dog, you are a team. At Alaska Dogworks, we pride ourselves on all of our training and its many benefits to our clients. But in particular, we pride ourselves on the work that we devote to our service teams and our therapy teams. As the lead trainer and program designer for both our service team program and our therapy team program, I am recognized as an American Kennel Club Canine Good Citizen Evaluator, and I am a registered service team evaluator for the Foundation for Service Dog Support. There is a significant difference between therapy and service. The most recognizable difference is that a service dog goes everywhere with his handler. A therapy dog only goes to a prescribed, volunteered facility location. A service dog may work for his handler up to 24 hours a day with little or no breaks. A therapy dog is only allowed to work a certain number of hours per week and only at their prescribed location. In other words, if your therapy dog accompanies you once a week to the local library and you participate in a therapy dog reading program, you, as a therapy team, cannot stop off at the local diner and grab a bite to eat inside at a window table. We're going to take a quick break.
So earlier you learned about First Paw Coffee Company, and now I'm going to tell you about its Tail Wagger Blend. First Paw Coffee Company's Tail Wagger Blend is their first offering, and its name and label were crowdsourced from their Facebook fans. How cool is that? The Tail Wagger Blend is a private label premium blend that was developed just for them. It is a medium roast from Colombian beans with tastes of Brazil nuts, grapefruit, and oak. Be sure to go to ak.dog/free and enter to win a bunch of cool prizes. That's ak.dog/free.
And we are back, and today we're discussing therapy dogs. While there are many therapy training programs and associations to choose from out there, choosing Alaska Dogworks as a provider for a therapy training program is a unique opportunity. We certify teams for psychiatrists, psychologists, therapists, and other medically related professions. In fact, Alaska Dogworks is on the cutting edge of a new approach in the use of dogs in therapy sessions, assisting the doctors in the treatment of their patients, which is being scientifically tested in several areas of study. But don't let that stop you if you're just a regular citizen looking to go into volunteering with your dog. I can help prepare you for registering through Alaska Dogworks or any other company for that matter. I have also prepared teams for recertification with other companies. Our philosophy here is simple. We believe dogs truly bring joy into people's lives, and we'd rather help the team succeed than sit by and watch it fail. The therapy team training program at Alaska Dogworks is a relatively simple process. We begin by giving your dog a temperament test to ensure that he is capable of what we will be requiring. Depending on the type of therapy team you are training to become, depends on the depth of obedience training as well as public access training. Alaska Dogworks utilizes the American Kennel Club's Canine Good Citizen test as our preliminary test. Once your dog is certified as an AKC Canine Good Citizen, we begin working on public access training as well as work environment training. The entire time the team is training, they are developing their work ethic. This means that they are learning how to work together, and the dog especially is learning to exhibit the best possible manners in all public settings. Becoming a Dog Works therapy team is hard, fulfilling work. It should be noted that this type of volunteering is not for everyone. Our evaluation process is intensive so that we are able to determine that the potential team can build their work ethic and be able to maintain their work ethic at a level that will be required of them at the facility they volunteer. Are you a member of a church or a church organization? Ask us about our Dogs Assisting with Grace therapy dog program. Our DAWGS, or DOGS, program is like none other in the country. If you'd like to work with your dog while giving back to your community, this might just be the right way. Several years ago, we became the only provider in Alaska for the nationally recognized READ program and trained a group of handlers for the local school district. We are in the process of reworking the program so that we will offer our therapy teams opportunities for visits in the community. The way it works is, once you are a team and pass all of the tests, you'll be given a red vest with one of our patches on it. In order to use our vest, you have to be a member in good standing with our therapy dog club and pay annual dues. This annual membership will keep your team active and available for visits, as well as covered under our insurance during the visits. I know we do things differently than other organizations. That is what sets us apart and allows us to adapt our programs to your individual needs. If this type of therapy dog program interests you, please reach out on our social channels by searching DogWorks Radio, and as always, visit alaskadogworks.com.
This episode of the podcast is sponsored by First Paw Coffee Company. Learn more at firstpaw.coffee.
From First Paw Media, this is DogWorks Radio. We hope you enjoyed this podcast, and we invite you to subscribe in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts. You'll find a link on the episode notes. You can tap or swipe on the episode cover art, and you'll see some offers from our sponsors. You can support our show by supporting them. If you like what you have heard, we would love it if you could give us a 5-star rating and tell your friends how to subscribe too. Your hosts are Robert and Michele Forto. Our producer is Robert Forto and created for First Paw Media. Did you know that Alaska Dog Works trains service dogs for those in need throughout North America? Each and every service dog that is trained through the Lead Dog Service Dog Program and Michele Forto and her team has an individual training plan. We train for autistic, mobility, psychiatric, and PTSD for our soldiers for service work. If you know of someone that may need a service dog, please take a moment and check out Alaska Dog Works on social media and at alaskadogworks.com.